Time to go through the men's draw now because we just went through the women's draw. Now it's time to preview the men's draw piece by piece, bit by bit. Let's start with the players that are not playing, the big names that are out. Okay, starting with the biggest name, one of the biggest names of all time, Rafa Nadal. He's not playing. Dominic Thiem is also not playing. Roger Federer also out of the draw. Berrettini, he actually pulled out of the Olympics this week, so he's not going to be playing. Batista Agut, Goffin, Shapovalov, and Ruud are the biggest names that are not playing. And of course, you can put Kyrgios in there. You can put Diminor in there. Dan Evans is also not playing. But out of the big top 20 names, those are the guys that will not be participating in the Olympics. But there are still some big names playing. Let's start at the top of the draw. Okay. Here it is. The draw for the Olympics. Number 1 seed, Novak Djokovic. He versus Dilian in the first round. So a very good first round there for Djokovic. Should get through that one, you would expect. If he does get through, he'll play the winner of Struff versus Montero, who are going at it in the first round. Then you've got Musetti versus Millman. Very fun matchup there. Musetti on the hard courts. He did play well at Acapulco this year, so keep an eye on Musetti. Maybe he can do some damage. The winner of that match plays either Souza or the number 16 seed Fokina in the second round. Then you've got Monfils versus Ivashka. Winner of that match takes on either Kukushkin or Coria. Of course, Monfils the 10th seed in this one. Then you've got Gombis versus Giron. Winner of that match takes on one of the biggest first-round matches of the tournament. Nishikori versus Rublev, the number 5 seed. Now, that is probably the match of the first round. It's one of the matches of the first round. That's massive. I mean, Nishikori, the hometown favorite. I know there's no crowd, but still, he's playing in Japan. And Rublev, that's tough. That is a tough first round for Rublev. That is terrible. By the way, you can see there, Rublev versus Monfils potentially in the third round. And then Djokovic versus Rublev in the quarters is an interesting matchup because those two have never played before. So potentially a quarterfinal matchup between number 5 seed Rublev and Djokovic number 1. So I think if Rublev loses in that first round, Djokovic has got the semi-finals locked up. Now you've got number 4 seed Zverev. He plays Lou in the first round. Winner of that match takes on either Gallen or Safwat in the second round. Then you've got Basilashvili versus Bayana. Winner of that match, takes on either Daniel or Sonego, the 13th seed in the second round. Then you got the 11th seed Karatsev. He takes on Tommy Paul, the American, in the first round. Winner of that match takes on either Shardy or Barrios, the Chilean, in that second round. Then you got Cerundolo versus Brody. Winner of that match takes on a huge first round matchup between Fucsovics and the number 7 seed Hurkacz. That's a terrible draw for Hurkacz. Fucsovics still unseeded in a big tournament, even though he did really well at Wimbledon a couple of weeks ago. Fucsovics, very dangerous player. Massive upset on the cards potentially there with Hurkacz. But you can see there, we've got Karatsev, we've got Zverev, we've got Sonego, we've got Hurkacz. Potentially all could be playing each other in the quarterfinals and the third rounds. And remember, this part of the draw will take on Djokovic's part of the draw. So potentially, if we're going by the seedings, we have Djokovic versus Zverev in the semifinals on a hard court 5-1 in favor of Djokovic. So Zverev will have to do the impossible if he's going to get to the gold medal match by beating Djokovic, who he's only beaten once on a hard court before. All right, let's go to the bottom half of the draw. We've got the number 8 seed, Schwartzman. He versus Varillas in the first round. Winner of that match takes on either Makac or Souza in the second round. Then we've got Klein versus Duckworth. Winner of that match takes on either Nishioka or the 12th seed Hashanov in the second round. Then we've got the 14th seed Umber. He takes on Andujar in the first round. Winner of that match takes on either Matrazak or Kecmanovic in the second round. Then we've got Kwon versus Tiafoe. Winner of that match takes on another first-round fire matchup between Kohlschreiber, the veteran, and the number 3 seed Tsitsipas, because Tsitsipas, that's a tough first round. That is a terrible first round for Steph. That is a very tough first round, and then potentially a second-round matchup between Tiafoe, the man who beat him at Wimbledon only a couple of weeks ago. So Tsitsipas has got a tough matchup in this one. But also, you can see there, Umber potentially will play against Tsitsipas in the third round, and Umber has a winning record against Tsitsipas, 1-0 in favor of Umber. So, I mean, Tsitsipas probably got the worst draw out of the big names. Then you can see there he's probably either going to play either Schwartzman or Hashanov in the next round. If he does play Schwartzman, he has a losing record against Schwartzman on hard court, 0-1. So again, doesn't want to play him, but he does have a 3-0 record against Hashanov in the quarterfinals if they do play. So, Steph will hope he avoids Guys like Tiafoe, he doesn't want to play against Humbert, doesn't want to play Schwartzman. He'd probably want to play Khachanov in that quarterfinal stage. Bottom part of the draw now. So remember, this part of the draw takes on the Tsitsipas section of the draw. We've got Carreño Busta, the number 6 seed. He takes on Sangrin in the first round. Winner of that match takes on either Cilic or Menezes, the Brazilian, in the second round. Then we've got Kopfer versus Bagnes. Winner of that match takes on probably the first round match that everyone's watching this, in the next couple of days, will be Murray, the defending champion of the Olympic medal, the gold medal, against the number 9 seed Auger-Aliassime. Now, those two have played in the last 12 months. They played at the Olympics. Sorry, no, they played at the US Open a couple of months ago now, 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago now, and Auger-Aliassime got the straight sets win. So I don't know how Murray's going to do there, but hey, look, if he beats Auger-Aliassime, the draw opens up for him a little bit as well. So who knows? It's the Olympics. Anything can happen. Then you got Fognini, the number 15 seed, against Sugita. Winner of that match takes on either Dorisimov or Simon in the second round. Then you got Nagal versus Istomin. Winner of that match takes on another very dangerous first round matchup for a Russian. Bublik plays Medvedev, the number 2 seed. So that means Rublev takes Nishikori and Medvedev takes Bublik. Two terrible first round matchups for the Russians. Could be upsets for both. And that is a very dangerous matchup again for Medvedev. They actually played at the French Open only a couple of months ago, and Medvedev got the win. So maybe we're looking a little bit too much into this, but I do think Medvedev has a troubling first round matchup. Now you can see Fognini versus Medvedev could be a third round matchup, which I like that. I love that third round. And if that does happen, Fognini actually has beaten Medvedev once on a hard court, but Medvedev holds a 3-1 head-to-head record against Fognini. And then if Medvedev does play, let's say, Carreño Busta or Auger-Aliassime, against Auger-Aliassime, Medvedev holds a 1-0 record against. So that's a good record for him. And also against Carreño Busta, he holds a 3-1 record, 2-1 on a hard court. So Medvedev, if he can get through that first round matchup and avoid Fognini, he could make the semifinals potentially. Now remember, semifinals between this section and Tsitsipas, his section of the draw, which means Medvedev-Tsitsipas could be a semifinal on the cards. And if that does happen, it's a 5-1 record in favor of Medvedev on a hard court, and it's 6-2 in their head-to-head between Tsitsipas and Medvedev. So Medvedev should get the win if he plays Steph. So that is the draw for the men, and let me know in the chat. Are there any questions? Any questions? Because look, Djokovic has got an easy draw. I don't think we've got any. I mean, that's not. I'm not just saying that because it's Novak Djokovic. I'm saying that because legit, if Nadal was the number 1 seed, I would say Nadal has an easy draw. There's no one in that draw that troubles, in the top half of the draw, that troubles Djokovic. No, there's no one there. Djokovic should get to the semifinals at the very least. Rublev is